Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Carolyn's Chit Chat, where Carolyn is the star. And today we're going to talk about something that she's really interested in, steam trains. So, Carolyn, tell us all about your love of steam trains.
Well, yes, Claire. It started really many years ago. I think probably when I was 13, when my parents dragged me along to go onto the Flying Scotsman. Um,
Amazing.
and it sort of it the interest sort of grew from there. It didn't happen, you know, all the time, but it was just something about the noise, you know. Obviously, we all as children, you know, open your mouth, you're going to get fed. Choo choo, the train's coming. You know, the sound of the train and the smoke and the everything about it. So sort of years went by, and then you know, you sort of hear steam trains, you know, have stories about them, and it's just something. I think it must have been that ignition when I saw the Flying Scotsman that time. I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere in the UK. It wouldn't have been abroad. And then, of course, you meet people along the route that
Yes.
enjoy steam trains as well. And a fellow networker, she absolutely loves the Flying Scotsman and saw it go across Australia in the 80s, coast to coast. And she came over to the UK and went to see it in York. So it would be great to see her again. Not the lady from Australia, I hasten to add, the Flying Scotsman.
Fantastic.
But yes, it's just the sound and the I don't know the atmosphere around it, and you know the old-fashioned carriages that you know are pulled. Um, I did have the privilege a number of years ago when my late mum and late gran was still alive. We went on the Orient Express from London down to Bristol. It was a treat for my gran, treat for me and all, going on there. That it was just the just the carriages and the you know the woodwork, the way that it was all looked after. You just can't put your finger on one thing.
Hmm.
It's just fascinating, and I think yes, I think there's a lot more interest now in steam trains. But it was great. It was my gran's 90th birthday, I think, and we were going down to see her sister in Bristol. So it had all been planned out, and we uh, we went down, and it was like being in yesteryear. You know,
Yep.
everybody having the Bucks Fizz as they came on the train, and the brunch, and then you go off and then you go back on the train, and you have your meal when on your way home. And it just I think there's the nostalgia I think people are like, you know, there are programs now about steam train diaries, and you know
Hmm.
there are lines down in East Sussex, the Bluebell line, which I haven't been to for a long time. But you've got all these different areas and the volunteers that work on the trains, and the enthusiasm. It's great to see some of these programs. And on one recently, there were some young lads, and it was obviously in their blood because the grandfather was involved as a footman, you know, on the footplate of a steam
Hmm.
train, and then
Yeah.
the father was, and the uncles are. So you know, it's gone down and it's been injected into their blood. But it's great to see the youngsters getting involved.
Yeah.
Really is.
Yeah. And is there any special trips that are coming up on a steam train?
Well, funny you should mention that, Claire. Yes, there could very well be.
Yes.
I was doing some research about going on a steam train holiday, and
Yeah.
got to the part where I thought, well, maybe I should just look at see how much it was going to be. And the single room supplement. Well, I mean, what a killer.
Hmm.
Yes, makes things prohibitive, really.
Hmm.
So it got me thinking, and I thought, well, I don't go on holiday a lot, if at all. And a holiday actually doesn't need to be a string of days. It can be a day where you
Hmm.
just do something a bit different. So I did. I found a steam train day. And later this month, I am going on a steam train, being hauled by a steam train from London up to York, and then back again by diesel haulage, which will be great. And I'm immensely looking forward to it. I don't, I'm pretty sure this will be the first steam train that I've been on since the Flying Scotsman when I was about 13. So it would be, yeah, quite good. And I'm taking my own picnic as well. So it'll be a posh picnic, I think.
And what constitutes the posh picnic for
Well, I don't
you?
know really. I just probably not posh, but maybe a little bit of decadence. Maybe a s- maybe a small bottle of bubbly. I don't
Hmm.
know. We'll see. Um, because yes, I've chosen to do that route, and I think probably it will be along with other people that maybe are doing the same thing. So it'll be interesting. And I've always wanted to go to York. I've never been to York. I've been to different places around the country, not on a
Yeah,
steam train, I hasten to add. But I think York has and the shambles. I'm keen to look down all the streets in the shambles. So yes, it'll be a great day. Very early. Have to leave here very early.
yeah,
And then get back quite late. So it will be quite a day. But yes, I'm looking forward to it.
excellent. Do you think you'll have time to visit they've got a big museum with trains and stuff in it?
Well, I think probably not because I think there's only about 2 hours in
Hmm.
York. So I do, I do. What was I going to say?
You're,
It's failed me. I hope to go to York for a few days, maybe at some point. I was due to go
yes,
a few years ago, and the train strikes scuppered that because I could get there, but I couldn't get back. So yes, it is on the agenda at some
yeah,
point, but possibly not on a steam train when I go again. But yes, immensely looking forward to it. I know it's the noise, the sound, the
yeah,
smell. Yes, I'm sure all the people that are going on the trip have exactly the same, nostalgic feeling when they, get on a steam train. So it'd be interesting to see who else goes. Yeah.
yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, well, I've my husband and myself spent a few days in New York, and but if you ever get a chance, do go to the big transport museum because you get on all sorts of trains, and it's just, I just loved it. It's just as you say, it's looking into the past and looking into
Mm,
the carriages and thinking who would have sat in that carriage and
yeah.
where would it have been going, and what would they be doing when they got to that location? And the rest of York is just it's absolutely beautiful. It
Mm.
really is.
Yes, it is. It is, isn't it? You think you do think, who has sat in this
Yes.
carriage? Who has,
Yeah.
where with all this sort of stories that go behind it? And of course, great for yourself, being a storyteller.
Yes.
But yes, you could have a story on a steam train.
So besides going to York, is there anywhere else you would like to visit?
Um, yes. Well, the idea originally was to go on a steam train holiday, which again, as I just previously mentioned, that the single room supplement was extortionate.
Hmm.
It'd be going through Scotland on a steam train.
Ah, brilliant.
Yes,
Okay.
because when I
So,
go to Scotland, I feel I've gone home. I am part Scottish through my great grandfather. So Mackenzie, I'm able to
mhm,
wear the Mackenzie tartan.
mhm. So if you could wave a magic wand and travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Scotland.
Scotland. Any particular part of Scotland?
Um, I quite like the Inner and Outer Hebrides, but
Yeah.
I think going through the Highlands is just, just magical. And I think probably more so if it snowed. I think it adds to the atmosphere if it's snowed. Now I know a lot of people don't like the snow. It causes chaos. Mind you, saying that, it causes more chaos now than it ever did when I was growing up. When
Mm,
I was growing up, years ago, you just, the roads were cleared. You had 10-foot snow drifts either side of the road, and you just drove to where you needed to go. You now get a
Mhm.
flutter of snow and everything stops. So I don't know quite what went wrong between yesteryear and now. It's something went wrong. But yes, I think it's lovely seeing a steam train going through um, uh, um, an area of Scotland where it's been snowing, and you get the steam coming out the train and the noise, and of course the snow. It sort of is like a soundboard, doesn't it? It
Mm.
holds it mutes the sound, but it makes it more pronounced.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
yeah,
But
I
yes,
agree. Yeah, I love when it snows because I think it's quite, oh, it's not quite, it's absolutely magical.
yeah,
And I love taking pictures in the snow, and I'm lucky enough to live in an area where there are lots of deer, so the deer really stand out when it's snowing.
yeah.
And one time I took a picture of this deer on its own, and I showed it to my daughter, and my daughter said, "See beside there, there's a wee right rabbit." And I went, "You're quite right." And I was so focused on the deer that
You
this little
didn't see the
rabbit had hopped along.
Oh dear, I love that. Yeah,
Mm.
but yes,
So
because the rabbits and the hares they change colour, don't they, for the winter?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So as we are now in December and getting near Christmas, what are your plans for Christmas?
Well, I don't rightly know. I think I was invited yesterday, so I think I'll probably be on my own Christmas Day,
Mm,
which is a day that I know it's just one day, but it's one day that I'm not particularly keen on being on my
mm,
own. So I was invited by a friend in Whittam.
mm,
She suggested that I we have a what's called a Home Alone Christmas meal where organisations get together
yeah,
and make the day for people that are on their own. So I've been invited to contact the person
mm,
for that. And she rang me a short while ago saying that she'd ring me a little bit later after she's got back from work to take some details down. Yes,
mm.
you just register and you go along and you get a Christmas meal, which would be lovely.
Oh, fantastic. And is there any present that you would wish for yourself for this year?
Oh, I don't know. Not probably not. Maybe an experience of something. Um,
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure what. But yes, I think I've got enough stuff. We collect stuff, don't we? From the
We
day
do.
we're born to the day we depart. And what do we do with it? We just look at it, or it gets dust. It means more housework. So probably an experience doing something. Yes, I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest, but
Hmm.
I will ponder on the question and come up with an answer.
Yeah, but well, I can't wait to hear your answer, and I think your trip on the steam train will be great. I call them chugga chugga puff puffs.
Now, I love that.
That's because I have a very active inner child. I have chugga chugga puff puffs. I
Yes,
just
well, it's very true, isn't it? Because that's the sound that they make.
yep, yep,
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
And I have in my head one day I would go something like on the Orient Express and just travel from one place to another on a train. And I just thought, yeah, that's a trip for me to make one day in the
Yeah.
future.
Yes, the Orient Express, I could well recommend going on that. It was just an experience that of no other, although it be it, I mean, there are trains that go in other countries similar.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a great experience.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for telling us about your interest. Have a fabulous trip and enjoy whatever Christmas brings up with you.
Thank you, Claire, and very much wish you and your family a happy Christmas as well.
Right,
And
thank
all the
you.
listeners.
Yes, a Merry Christmas to everyone.
Doesn't seem possible it's December, does it?
It's years gone in a blink.
I know, yeah. You get to June, you blink, And here we are, a few
Yep.
few 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. Well, thank you for turning the cards again, Claire. It's been great fun.
It's been my pleasure to hear what you're interested in.
Thank you.